Once you hit a certain age, having guy best friends or girl best friends when you're in a relationship is just not it. And I really didn't think it was that big of a deal until I saw what my friend was going through. So me and my friend Christy, we're out shopping, right? We're getting some clothes for the summer. And she's like, do you mind if Brian and his friend come meet us at the mall? Like, he said his friend wants to go shopping. I'm like, oh yeah, like, I don't care. Like, I'm surprised they'd want to come shopping with us, right? Like, you know how dudes are, like, nah, y'all are taking too long, whatever. I was not expecting this. But when they showed up, I understood why they did. So we went and met them at Nordstrom, and I see Brian, right? But I don't see his friend. I'm like, where's your friend? Right? I thought you were coming with somebody. He points to some girl behind him. It's like, oh, she's right here. Huh? It caught me off guard. She comes up. She's like, oh, hi, my name is Lily. Nice to meet you guys. Like, oh, I've met you before, to my friend Christy. Looking at Christy, I'm like, what the frick? So me, Christy, Brian, and Lily, we're all shopping, and they're hee ha ha, like holding stuff up. Oh, this would look good. Like, hello, right? Christy, my friend, doesn't pay no mind. Now, right before we're about to leave the mall, everybody's talking about like, what's that smell? That smells so good. I said, that's pretzel maker. Yep, let's absolutely go. If y'all are down, I'm down. So everybody's like, yeah, let's go. Tell me why. We get to pretzel maker, right? I order my cup of pretzels. My friend Christy orders her cup of pretzels, and I pay for myself. Christy pays for herself. But Brian, right, decides to go up in line. Literally, like, Christy's like rolling with me, and he's only with this other girl. Pays for him and pays for Lily, his little friend he brought. I'm looking at Christy. I had to say something. I hit her. I'm like, he didn't want to pay for you? She's like, I don't know. I guess not. Are we okay? So when me and Christy get to the car, I can't hold it in no more. I'm like, how long has he been friends with this girl? Like, who is this girl? And she's like, like, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, he's known her since college. It's been a while. Thinking, how did they meet in college? Because that don't sound great. She's like, no, it's really nothing to worry about. Like, it's really fine. It might be for now. But she had no idea what was coming. So a couple days later, right, I'm chilling at home, I'm making dinner, and I get a text from her. And she's like, Lala, what do you think about this? I'm like, think about what? She's like, hold on, it's sending. It's a screenshot of her and Brian, her man's messages. And he's asking, hey, would you want to come with me and Lily to a baseball game? I said, he's asking you if you want to come with him and Lily? She's like, yeah, I started thinking about it a little bit more after you said that. Like, I'm just wondering why he didn't ask me first. I texted back, I'm wondering the same thing, right? I call her because I'm not texting about this. I call her. I'm like, girl, what are you going to do? I said, are you going to talk to him about it? Like, have you ever even talked to him about, like, girlfriends, guy friends, any of that? She's like, no, at the beginning, we both, like, were kind of talking about, like, no guy friends, no girlfriends. But then, like, now that we've been together, it kind of, like, I don't know. It's not a thing we talk about. We just trust each other. I said, okay. I said, did you have any guy friends? She's like, no. I said, do you think he would be mad if you did? She's like, yeah, probably. I said, okay. I said, yeah, you definitely should have a conversation, because I'm not going to lie, this is getting a little far, because not to be rude, but you seem like the friend Lily's giving girlfriend. She's like, yeah, that's honestly what I was thinking. She's like, I'm going to talk to him and figure it out. I'm like, okay, cool, let me know. We hang up the phone, right? The baseball game must have been that Saturday, because I checked my Instagram story and Lily posts a picture, like, of the stadium that she's at. And, you know, I would think, like, she could sit by the friend, you know, she could be in the middle. I can see their feet. It's her, Brian is in the middle, and Lily. Like, he's really getting the best of both worlds here. But the next time I saw him, I seen him do something I have never seen him do. So a couple of weeks later, we're having a game night with some friends. And, you know, some people are in relationships. I'm single, so I come by myself. But it's other couples and Brian and Christy. So we're all there. And I see Brian, like, he keeps peeking over at Christy's phone. Right? I don't know if he keeps checking the time. He has to be somewhere. I don't know. But he keeps checking it, and he's being very quiet. Right? I asked Christy sometime during the night, I'm like, is Brian okay? She's like, I don't know. He's been really quiet, like, the last couple of days. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, oh, has he still been hanging out with Lily? She's like, yeah, but, like, not as much. I'm like, oh. I'm thinking, did they have a little friendship breakup or something? Like, I want to get to the bottom of this. And that's exactly what we did. So we're playing games, right? We just finished up playing Uno, got very intense, right? I actually heard Brian speak a little bit. And then I hear Christy ask Brian, like, hey, can you grab my phone on the counter? And he's like, yeah. Goes up and grabs her phone, and he's, like, staring at it the whole time. Loki clicks the screen and is scrolling in her notifications. I'm like, oh, okay, right? Just peeping stuff. And he hands her the phone and is like, I'm not gonna lie, can we talk outside quick? I hear it, right? Everybody else is chatting. They don't really, like, they don't pay no mind to it. She's like, yeah, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I just need to ask you something. So they go out on the patio, right? I scoot as close to the patio as I can because, you know, like, you can hear through that kind of stuff, right? So I'm sitting over there. I'm trying to listen. And I hear him say, like, yo, like, you talking to guys now? Wasn't expecting that. And she's like, no, what are you talking about? And he's like, I get it. Like, I'm friends with Lily, and I have a friend that's a girl. And if you are having friends that are guys, like, I see how you'd want to do that. But, like, I'm not really close to Lily anymore. I've slowly been cutting that off because I wouldn't want that from you. And she's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, bro, I keep seeing you for the last week text this dude named Damon. I'm sitting in there. I'm thinking, Damon? I've never heard of a Damon. She's like, what? He's like, yeah, bro. Like, he's even texting you right now. Like, honestly, pull up the messages. We doing all this right now? Right? I'm glad I'm sitting where I'm at. I'm just thinking, dang, like, why do I not know who this is? Why has she not told me about this guy that she's been talking to or friends with or whatever the case, right? So I'm really intrigued because I did not think it was going to go this way. So I'm sitting, I'm listening, and I hear her say, I've never asked to go through you and Lily's messages, and now you want to go through mine? Like, that's not fair. He's like, oh, so you got something to hide? Oh, for real, blah, blah, blah. He's getting mad. I don't usually hear him get mad. And then I finally hear her say, fine, go ahead and look. She gives him the phone, right? I can see it. And I see him scrolling through, and he's like, bro, what is this? And she's like, Damon is literally an app. I'm thinking, what? I go on my app store. I type in Damon, right? I can't find it. Then I find it. It's Daimon, right? So I pull it up. I'm looking at it. And it's literally an AI chat. It's just like Chat GPT. But instead of it agreeing with everything you say, it goes against what you say, right? Like, it actually gives you good advice. And I hear her talking about, this is what I've been texting and using because, like, I don't know what to do with this whole situation with you and Lily. Honestly, like, I've been asking it, and it's been telling me I've been need to have a conversation with you. And if you don't respect my boundaries, that I should leave you. He's like, yeah, I see you really telling this thing everything, huh? And she's like, yeah, like, I needed to talk to something that wasn't on my side or your side. I'm thinking, oh, snap, right? So they come back inside. I can feel he feels some type of way because it was not a guy she was talking to, right? So she comes inside. I ask her, I'm like, are you good? She's like, yeah, like, he thought I was talking to some dude when I'm not, like, blah, blah, blah. She's like, but the good thing is, like, he's really not talking to Lily anymore. I'm like, oh, well, that's good, right? But then when I thought things were finally clearing up, there's a phone next to me that I'm moving so I can sit there to play the game. It's Brian's phone. Why is the message from Lily saying, oh, I'm glad she's not talking to anyone so we can be friends again?